All right, what's going on, everybody? This is the Negro Shotty. This is going to be Ep.3 of the TNS Podcast. This is our. This is probably going to be a monthly or bi-monthly podcast from now on. I just wanted to go ahead and do a episode quickly to do a another episode. That way, we wouldn't have to, because we already did an episode this week, but I decided that we needed to go ahead and do a early episode for this upcoming week. That way we wouldn't have to do any more episodes for the month of February, because February starts next week. So we wouldn't have to do any more episodes until March. Unless something like really, really big gets announced or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'll probably get the little stuff out of the way first. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was we got two game announcements. We got two game announcements this week, but we did get two release dates for two games. So Prey, the release date for Prey is May. I want to say May 7th.
Oh,
we got a new trailer for that game also. Yeah, it's not May 7th. It's May 5th. My bad. But anyway, the trailer, we got a new trailer for Prey. Like the trailer, can't wait for this game. I didn't think that this game was going to be coming out in May. I honestly just thought that this game was going to come out probably in November, because that's usually when big games come out.
Or October, because it's Prey, and Prey.
Oh yeah.
October, Halloween.
That would have been a good choice, but I'm also thinking because this is a Bethesda game, Arcane Studios is doing it, but this is a Bethesda game, and I was thinking maybe Evil Within 2 or maybe Wolfenstein can come out in October. I think that would be a good game for that time slot, or for that quarter.
Yeah, hopefully.
Probably October, November, probably.
It's man, it's been so long since Evil Within 1, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm ready for the sequel. That's what, like, I was disappointed. I was disappointed at last E3 that we didn't get any mention of another Evil Within. Like, I was expecting that out of Bethesda's conference. So hopefully we can expect that this year.
Yeah, let's
hope. Because that Resident Evil 7 doesn't look all that to me. I mean, I saw somebody screaming it yesterday, and they were acting like they were really scared of it. But I don't know, man. I can't really get into first person horror games, as we discussed in the last episode.
Yeah, but you know what? After I've seen enough of it to know like what to expect from it, and honestly, like Outlast is like, okay, you have a camcorder, that's fucking it. At least Resident Evil 7 is like, they give you a fucking boomstick, they give you a shotgun, they give you a pistol, they give you a fucking flamethrower, they give you a grenade launcher. For God's sake.
Yeah, not to get off topic, but I'll say this, like in Outlast, I didn't really play too much of it. I may have played like maybe about 3 or 4 hours. That's probably stretching it, but from what I played, you never really got a weapon. It was just basically running away and hiding from this thing that's trying to get you. So
exactly,
from what I remember, there wasn't a lot of combat.
At least I can say like Resident Evil 7. Actually, they give you weapons to fight back with. Okay, it's not as Outlast as people would make it out to be. There is the Resident Evil in there, okay, with the house and the weapons. Yes, the first person is there, but it's still Resident Evil, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, and there was another game that got a release date, but I don't think it didn't get an actual release date. It got a release month. We know what month this game is coming out. The Surge. I think I also mentioned that last podcast episode. The Surge is being made by the guys that made the Lord of the Fallen, and I can't wait to play that. That's probably the closest I'll probably ever get to like playing a Demon Souls, Dark Souls type of game. From the trailer, it looks pretty good. It's a very futuristic game, and definitely looking forward to it. Even though like I said last time, the Focus Home Interactive, they're kind of hit and miss sometimes with their games. Like their track record, it isn't the best, but they do have some interesting looking games. Hopefully, this isn't another Technomancer.
Oh God! Don't talk about Technomancer.
That game was such a disappointment.
This is disgrace. Couldn't even rip off Mass Effect or. Here's the thing: they can't even rip off Mass Effect or get the rip off the Arkham combat correctly. That's all they had to do. That's all they had to do. But no.
I thought that game was going to be just like BioShock or something. Not BioShock.
Mass
You
Effect.
just mentioned it.
Mass Effect.
I was thinking Bio. See, I was thinking BioWare. That's why I said BioShock.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Like my mind was thinking BioWare, which are the guys that create BioShock. So that's why I ended up going there. And one more quick topic. This isn't really a news related topic. Not There was only a few things that happened in the news of video games. Uh, I think there was somebody that came out and said something about the Scorpio, but I don't really care about that. I don't really want to talk about that. No, because like for me, I just think that these. I've said it before. I think the Scorpio and the PS4 Pro is a complete waste of resources, time, and money.
like
They
the VR.
Yeah, that too. Pretty much Microsoft. I think personally, Microsoft and Sony needs to really just focus on bringing out software and just working on their next system. For when the time comes. Work on PlayStation 5 and the whatever the next iteration for the Xbox is.
The Xbox 2, Xbox 2.9.
Yeah, whatever the heck that is. But next topic is best indie game of this generation. Now, as you guys know, I say this a lot. A lot of these indie games, I like to call them indie trash. But that game, Fairy, I played Fairy for the first time yesterday. I downloaded it. Last year when it was free for PlayStation Plus. I just never got the chance to play it. Pretty fun game. I'm at the second boss. I'm really early into the game, and this is the type of game I gotta say. It's supposed to be a challenging game, much like how Dark Souls and other type of games like that are supposed to be. But the difference between Dark Souls and this game is that the difficulty feels organic. It doesn't feel artificial. It isn't this really brutal game. It's just like when I die, I feel like I earned that death. When I die in Dark Souls, or
It doesn't feel
even
cheap.
sometimes, it doesn't really feel cheap. I'm trying not to use the word cheap because I know how some people are gonna react to me saying something like you can't criticize Dark Souls without 1,000 people coming at you. Basically, you can't
Yeah,
really
you
criticize
fucking.
Dark Souls without people getting mad at you and starting to call you a casual or whatever. But yeah, Fairy's probably one of the best indie games I've played so far this generation. I don't think it gets a lot. I don't think it got a lot of love. I just wanted to go ahead and point that out. I don't know what you think about this.
It's Fury, by the way, buddy. Just saying. Uh, I have not played it yet. I have it downloaded. It's one of those games where I was like, I downloaded it and I like when the download's done, I was like, oh, right. I did this like 3 days ago and I'm on something else. It's like I still need to play it. But I hate to bring this up. I hate to bring up my favorite indie game so far.
What,
Because
Super Meat Boy?
Shut up. That's like a runner up is someone who's died plenty of times in that already. God. No.
Guacamole. What's it called? Guacamole.
Guacamole. That's probably my favorite indie game because it's like platformer and wrestling. So yeah, instant yes for me. Especially how hammy it is.
That game looks so whack to me. I'm sorry, I can't sit there and play that. When I play an indie game, it has to be something that's like very unique, but yet it's like it doesn't feel like this sort of artsy type of game or whatever. Like I don't know. I'm very particular when it comes to indie games because as I've said before, you know, I did not buy a $400 console to play these small little budget games. You know.
Probably my favorite, like so far, like given the challenge and actually having to survive and shit. It's probably for me personally. Yeah, I don't know how you feel about it, but pretty much the art style for me got me like hooked onto it. It's Don't Starve. I've actually been playing Don't Starve, and believe it or not, I've
heard of that game, but I haven't seen any gameplay from it.
It's fucking difficult. Like I had to look up a bunch of shit to actually survive a few days. I'm like, how am I supposed to do this again?
I guess it's like Tomb Raider's what's that mode called? God dang it. It's like Tomb Raider survival mode basically.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like it's like that and it's like I don't know, the Tim Burton-esque art style got me hooked onto it. I'm like, okay, this looks very, very interesting. And then I played it and I'm like, okay, if I die, if I fuck up, that's on me. Because this game is probably relentless with what it's like the enemy types and shit. So just don't go hitting everything if you get this. Just don't go hitting everything because they'll hit you right back and they'll be like, I died like 3 hits.
The way that people have described it to me was sort of like, I guess it's like one of those games where you gotta stay alive by like eating food or something.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that there was any combat. There is any like combat to it because like most of the times when I heard it being described was basically kind of funny and. Maybe some people at IGN probably said a few things about it, but like I said, I've never seen gameplay of it.
It's fun once you know what you're doing.
Okay, now we can just get into the big bombshell.
Oh yes,
that Square Enix and Marvel dropped on us this week. Now I should say this. At first, I want to say it was like the night before. It was either the night before or maybe on Wednesday. But basically, Square Enix and Marvel, they both tweeted out. They said something like, "Stay tuned on Thursday or whatever at a certain time. Look at Twitter because we're about to announce something big." Those Square Enix and Marvel. Posted something on their Twitter, and that got a lot of people thinking that maybe Kingdom Hearts was going to get a Marvel world in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm so happy. Like I don't know how you feel about it, but I am happy that wasn't true. I'm happy.
You know what? To be honest, you know what? I'm going to be straight up. I'm going to be straight up with you. I talked about Kingdom Hearts yesterday, by the way. So this is actually funny that we're doing this today. I do not like the fact that people want Marvel to be in Kingdom Hearts. It's like we already have so many things with Kingdom Hearts already. But
they want Star Wars also. They just want it because Disney owns it.
I know that's the only thing. That's the only thing people why Square's even considering it anyway. But it's like Sora being around Iron Man and fucking Hulk and shit. I'm like, what? Okay. I can forgive most of these words.
I guess you gotta draw. I guess you gotta draw the line somewhere.
I do, and good God, they're already. They've added so much to this series as is, and then adding this, it's like, okay, when are we gonna stop with this? I mean, because I don't ever see Sora in anything else. You know, if this is such a hot commodity as is, with Kingdom Hearts getting all these worlds, how come I never see Sora in any other Disney shit? It's like,
I mean, I guess they kind of consider him like I've always considered him a Final Fantasy type character. So it's kind of a mesh between Final Fantasy and Disney. So I guess that's why. I guess they want to keep Sora as a original character, like original character to Kingdom Hearts, and not like separated from that. I guess that's my reasoning.
All right. Okay, but to bring my little rant to a close, I don't like the fact that they're even considering it Marvel and all the Avengers being a thing. But it scares me that people want this. You know, there's just so much shit in Kingdom Hearts as is, and can it not happen? That's all I'm saying.
It probably won't, but I will say this: it does make sense that this deal between Square Enix and Marvel actually happened, because when you think about it, they've been building a relationship for years with the Kingdom Hearts games. So actually, what's crazy is I don't think that this would have happened if it wasn't for the Kingdom Hearts series. So we should all be grateful that basically Square Enix has continued to support Kingdom Hearts throughout the years. And I never thought that I'd be grateful to see those games because, you know, personally, I haven't really been interested in the Kingdom Hearts series since like 2002. So
yeah,
I'm grateful for those things to like exist.
I'm really happy myself because it's like it's something that you didn't really expect for this to happen. So it's like it comes out of fucking left field, and it's like, huh? What? You two doing your thing? Okay, please, yes, all of it.
I mean, I was so freaking hyped when I saw that trailer. I was freaking hyped. I literally watched this. I don't know how many times I've watched the trailer. I actually watched it again before we started, and it's crazy. So, getting into the details a little bit, I'm just gonna read a little bit of the announcement here. Marvel Entertainment and Square Enix announced today a multi-year, multi-game partnership, leading with the reveal of the Avengers project. The newly established partnership pairs the creative minds at Marvel and Square Enix for one of the most powerful alliances in entertainment. Gosh dang, I skipped the word. A game based on beloved Marvel heroes. The Avengers project is being crafted by Crystal Dynamics, longtime developers of the award-winning Tomb Raider series, in collaboration with the lauded Deus Ex developer Eidos-Montréal. Now, I am happy. Like I said, I'm very happy to see that we're getting I'm happy to see that Marvel is taking video games seriously. Yeah. And I'm also happy that we're getting a Avengers game. But here's the thing. Now we got Eidos-Montréal and we got Crystal Dynamics working on this. So one thing that I'm kind of concerned about is Tomb Raider and Deus Ex. What's going to happen to Tomb Raider and what's going to happen to Deus Ex now? Because from the rumors, rumors, basically, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is going to be the next Tomb Raider game, and Eidos-Montréal is going to be working on that. Whereas, in the past, it's always been Crystal Dynamics ever since the Tomb Raider reboot. So I'm kind of concerned for Tomb Raider and Deus Ex. I don't know what's going to happen with that game. Considering what they did with the ending of Deus Ex, I don't know how this is going to work.
Okay.
And just to close out on the bit of news, basically, we won't be getting any more details about any other games being announced from this partnership or the Avengers project until 2018. So just to clarify, that doesn't mean that the game is coming out 2018. That just means that we're probably going to get some more information on it in 2018. We can probably expect this game, knowing Square Enix and their track record, probably 2019, 2020. You enjoy it.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. Okay, Avengers first, then Shadow, then Deus Ex, I guess, because this is a big ass project, and again, this.
I mean, yeah, because it's taking two developers
to do it right.
Yeah. It's taking two studios.
Yeah, so this is gonna take some time anyway, and then we don't know if it's gonna be a linear game or it's gonna be an open world game. Hopefully, this is the part. Okay, you might disagree with me on this, but I hope it's open world because
go ahead.
I do not want it to be like XMen Apocalypse again. Okay, and then it's just linear. You go here, go there, and it's like no. If we're gonna get the option to play as all of the current Avengers lineup, give us the ability to give us open world and let us switch on the fly. I guess.
But what are you talking about? XMen Apocalypse? Are you talking about the old game? You talking about the old game?
Yeah, the old game.
Okay, let me bring something up now that you mentioned that.
Okay.
Because at first I was kind of getting confused with the movie.
No, XMen Apocalypse had like 2 games, and there was like 4.
I remember X-Men Legends. That's what I remember.
Legends. That's
what you're talking about. X-Men Legends. X-Men Legends 2.
Yeah, Apocalypse. Okay.
I just had to clarify, but let me go ahead and bring this up right quick.
All right.
Bring this picture up. Okay, so a lot of people I've been hearing a lot of people say that they want basically another type of RPG like X-Men Legends or even something like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And honestly, we had so many of those back then. And I liked it. I liked it for what it was back then, but please, oh my gosh, do you know how angry I'm gonna be? You know how upset I'm gonna be if this project ends up becoming, if it ends up being one of these type of games. And I've heard somebody else say that I've heard actually quite a few people that are basically wanting this project to be a MMO game, and I'm like, what? First of all, Marvel already has a MMO game. We do not need another MMO. I'm going to be so disappointed. I'll be very disappointed if this game isn't something like Batman Arkham. It needs to be a game like Batman Arkham Asylum. And I can do without it being an open world game. But if it's open world, fine. It probably will be an open world game.
I think it's something like Infamous.
I think it's going to be an open world. I think it's going to be an open world third person game because that is kind of what Crystal Dynamics and and uh, and Eidos-Montréal to a certain extent. That's what they're known for. They're known for open world games, and for Crystal Dynamics especially for third person. So I could see them kind of doing that.
Okay, now that you've said that, I could probably see it myself. I could actually see that now. Okay. Yeah, I got nothing to add.
What's so crazy is I really like. I think what's crazy is we're going to be getting multiple games because keep in mind this is a multi game deal, so we could be getting multiple Avenger games, or we can actually be getting games based on other superheroes. So I kind of wanted to also kind of want to talk about what other games would you like to see? What other superhero games that you would like to see? Like we're already getting Spider-Man, obviously, and with Spider-Man and Insomniac, and with this game coming out, I really think that Marvel is going to try to basically do what they were doing in the movies, basically do what they're doing in the movies, and make a Marvel gaming universe out of their games. So maybe the Spider-Man game, which is a PS4 exclusive, is actually going to be connected to this Avengers. It's going to take place in the same world, maybe.
It actually probably could work, and they're pretty much doing these. I can see it. I can see it. Them having this kind of mindset. It's like, okay, we already own the movie universe. Fuck it. Let's own the video game universe too. We're gonna own DC in every fucking category imaginable.
Except for animation. They still got a long way to go.
They are terrible with that. That's the only thing. But let DC have one thing, Oh God.
Again, also just to bring it back a little bit, someone did say that they wanted a Marvel fighting game, and I was like, why? I mean, we're already getting Marvel versus Capcom. We're already getting Marvel versus Capcom Infinite, so that's another Marvel property. So yeah, Marvel's coming back to video games, and they're not gonna be putting out shovelware anymore. Hopefully we don't get any shovelware like we got in the past.
Huh. Man.
I personally, though, would like to see Sucker Punch actually
do something.
Like, you know, I keep saying Sucker Punch.
I know.
Needs to do an X-Men game, but because Marvel really doesn't own the rights to the X-Men anymore, I doubt that that they'll actually be making games with those characters, which is a shame. So what I would suggest is the studio that made Shadows of Mordor.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should do something like maybe Doctor Strange.
Really?
Maybe like a adventure game, Doctor Strange. Really, I just want I at least want one. I want one action adventure game. I want at least one action adventure game in the vein of Batman Arkham. At least one. And I hope it's the Avengers game, honestly. And then everything else we'll have to see.
Monolith Productions. That's who did Shadows.
Yep.
And the Condemned games. Okay. All right. Wow. So they actually have a good track record somewhat. And Fear 2.
And maybe like a Iron Man game.
They did Gotham City Imposters. Oh God.
Oh wow.
And the Fear games. Wow.
Which Fear games?
Both 1 and 2, not counting 3.
Oh, the good ones.
Yeah, the only good ones before it turned to shit. Oh, okay. Okay, but
I think an Iron Man game, maybe like a first person Iron Man game, could be good.
you know what would be
And
real?
even Door, I think Door could be good too.
Oh yeah. You know, what'd be real dirty
What?
if Sucker Punch, if DC went to Sucker Punch and is like, okay, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna give you this much money, and you make us a good DC game because we need to combat this. Do you see this? You see this shit on Twitter that they got going on with Marvel and shit? Do you see this shit? You see this?
Speaking of DC, and we'll probably get off this Marvel subject probably if we go down this route. But speaking of DC, I did not know that DC actually owns. I want to say they own 70% of Rocksteady. I didn't even know that.
Really?
According to somebody yesterday that I read online, I definitely got to look that up. Because if that's true, then I guess if that's true, if Warner Brothers, well, I said that wrong. It's not DC that owns them. It's Warner Brothers, I believe. But if that's true, because Warner Brothers, I think Warner Brothers also owns. I could be wrong, but I think Warner Brothers also owns Monolith, and I just think that they could be using Rocksteady to make a Justice League game. But I think it was like a few months ago, or maybe a month ago, or whatever. We heard about that canceled Suicide Squad game,
Mm,
and that there was going to be another Batman game by that same developer that did Batman Arkham Origins, and the Batman in that game is going to be Damian Wayne. And it's like, why do you keep relying on Batman? You have other superheroes. Make a Justice League game. And you know what? A Suicide Squad game could have been cool. I mean, the only thing DC has is Injustice now. I can't think of anything else.
this is, if you're not counting the Batman games, yeah, all they have is
Oh
Injustice.
yeah, that too. But it's like the Batman Arkham series is done, and honestly, I'm kind of tired of it now because of that last game, which wasn't very great.
Nah, nah, we don't speak of it.
Yeah, that Batman, like I just kind of feel like they need to get away from the Batman Arkham series and go pick another hero to make a game for, because I am kind of tired of DC just relying on Batman for everything.
I take Green Arrow. I take Arrow's ass. I take Wonder Woman. I take Black Widow. Oh god, I'm getting shit mixed up. But my point is, anyone but Batman at this point, because the Bat Cow is bat dry. Okay, it's dead. It's dead. We just let it go.
Like the Arkham series is done. The Arkham series is done. Let it go. Choose another superhero. I mean, like the crazy thing is, all they need to do is just they can reuse that battle system and just make a Green Arrow game.
Easily. Yeah, just add more stealth elements to it, and just take the formula from Shadow of Mordor and put it into an Arrow game. I just realized this.
Honestly, that system, that Nemesis system, I could actually see that working with a Batman or a Arrow game, where the villains get angrier at you every time you stop them or something. Like I can kind of see that working.
Yeah, just throwing that out there. I mean, look. Point is, they need another superhero to work off of, and Superman is overdue for a fucking good video game. I'm not counting Superman Returns because that was just utter ass. I remember that as a kid.
That had a game?
Yeah, Superman Returns had a game. It was terrible.
Was it boring like the movie? Every time I tried to watch that movie, I'd keep going to sleep.
Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. The powers didn't mean
Like
shit.
the crazy thing is, I believe that version of Superman, people would like that version of Superman more than they do Henry Cavill's Superman.
Wow.
They just wanted to see Superman save people all day and just like be freaking OP, be overpowered for like no apparent reason.
It had shit controls. It had ass enemies. It's like, and it had a tornado for a final boss.
Like the crazy thing is they were developing a Superman game, but it got canceled. And there's always been these rumors of a Superman game, but I guess one of the things that makes it hard to make a Superman game is because he's so OP, he's so overpowered. Like, how do you make a game? How do you make a Superman game unless you like you would basically have to nerf Superman.
Well,
You would have
nerf
to
him.
you would have to take away all his powers basically.
Well, I don't know. Make an alien army. Make it like, oh, I don't know. Make it like One Punch Man, where it's like, okay, flavor of the week type deal. I don't know. You can somehow someone can make this work.
I think a Superman game would just be boring, to be honest. I think Wonder Woman could have a cool game. Arrow, like we said, the Flash definitely.
Oh, yeah. He's another one that's kind of overdue,
Flash,
isn't he?
The Flash matter of fact, the Flash needs to get a game because if you remember Prototype and how fast you could run in Prototype.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we know it can be done.
It can. As someone just played Prototype more than he ever should. Done correctly.
Yeah, didn't you buy the HD collection?
I played it or not. It was like for $5, man. All right.
I still haven't played the second game. That game it looks so like it just didn't look good at all. I still think to this day a lot of people didn't buy it because they have a black protagonist in it. So
yeah, they did not make Heller likable that much, and then they had Alex, the first protagonist from the first game, turn evil, and then there's a comic that links to why he became like that. But I'm like, this is still a shit excuse. They took a shit on the story, pretty much. Let's just end it there. I could write a book.
I could just never go back to Prototype. Even the first game. The first game was like fun for a while, but then it just like it started to get like really repetitive. And actually like thinking about the first game, it's kind of making me remember that Hulk game that came out. I think the Incredible Hulk, if they can't make
Ultimate Destruction.
Yeah, yeah, that one. Like if they can't make an Incredible Hulk movie, I can definitely see them tapping. I can see Marvel tapping somebody for a Hulk game.
You know what? All they need to do is just pluck everything from Ultimate Destruction and retune everything.
You know what?
Put it out.
You know what? I think I know what Sucker Punch's game is. It's gotta be a Hulk game.
That would be perfect. That would be absolutely perfect.
If you think about all the destruction in Second Son, yeah, I think they would be perfect for it. Honestly,
they would be. I lost so many hours on Ultimate Destruction. That's one of my favorite games of all time. But
see, the thing is, back in the day, I did not like the Hulk, so I never played it. I've only seen videos. Nah, because it's like I had a friend that like kept watching the Hulk movie, and then I hated that Hulk movie, so that made me just hate the character. I'm like, one of the things that I hate about the Hulk character, just going off the, I think there used to be like an old show that used to come on an old cartoon, and then also based off of the movies was that all the bad guys would try to shoot down the Hulk, and I would just get so pissed as a little kid because it's just like the Hulk is trying to help y'all out, but y'all are like stay trying to kill the Hulk, trying to take him down. So I would just get angry at that aspect of it.
I could say that. Yeah, I can see why you would get mad at that.
But closing thoughts on Marvel and Square Enix's partnership.
This is a really good thing, and I cannot wait for more news on this. This is a really, really good thing, and hopefully it's going to be worth the wait. Actually, I know it's going to be worth the wait. Let me not even put any doubt into this shit. It's going to be worth the wait. Your thoughts?
Yeah, man, I can't wait until 2018. I truly believe we're about to get another Batman Arkham style, resurgence for the superhero genre, and really for like licensed games. I really think that this is going to be Marvel's equivalent to that series, basically. And that's about it.
Yeah.
So unless you have another topic that you wanted to talk about.
No, I think we've hit every note so far that of this week. So I think we're good.
Yeah, because I can't even remember any other bits of news that came out this week.
Yeah, only big news is like
anything that we would care about.
Yeah, big news. Square Enix and Marvel Avengers game. That's it. And that's it.
That was probably the biggest announcement of this week.
Resident Evil 7's getting good reviews all over the place, so that's it. So that's pretty much it.
Yep. All right. So thanks for watching episode 3. As I said before, we'll probably try to do this bi-monthly, like every 2 months or every month or whatever, just depending on what happens in the world of gaming. Like the video, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. This has been the Negro Shotty. I'm out of here. Peace.